NB/MOS/RL/2028/2024 forwarded to the Honorable House of Representatives from the President, His Excellency Joseph M. Bloc.
Security, please behave. To members of the public, please behave. We are in section, please. Please, we are in section. Thank you.
Forwarded to the Honorable House of Representatives from the President, His Excellency Joseph M. Bloc Sr., informing of circumstances that warranted the postponement of submission of the draft national budget for fiscal year 2025 from the statutory date of October 31, 2024 to November 8, 2024. In the intervening period, the President has been made aware that a petition for a rate of prohibition was filed before the Supreme Court of Liberia by the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, requesting the intervention of the High Court in resolution of an impasse at the House of Representatives. Subsequently, the President received a communication from the Speaker indicating that the majority of members in the House of Representatives have requested certain officials from the executive branch to begin appearing for hearings in the joint chamber of the House, rather than before the Honorable Speaker. In his letter, the Honorable Speaker requested that the President instruct his officials not to appear before the majority members, stating that doing so will, quote-unquote, undermine the rule of law and set a dangerous precedent for our governance. The executive branch also takes due note of the fact that the Justice in Chambers on Wednesday, November 6, 2024, declined to issue the rate of prohibition as prayed for by the Speaker. The President regards the evolving situation with the utmost urgency and is unwavering about upholding the sanctity of the quote-unquote 3 separate but coordinate branches of government. Accordingly, in light of the prevailing circumstances, the President is actively seeking extensive expert advice to ensure a thorough and complete understanding of the Supreme Court's ruling and its implications. The President therefore wants me to inform you that the draft national budget for fiscal year 2025 will not be presented on the date as previously requested, pending the conclusion of the various consultations. It is the President's prayer that the honorable members of the House of Representatives will, in the interest of Liberians, resolve the quagmire in the shortest possible time. Please accept sentiments of our highest esteem. Sincerely, Samuel L. Steve-Kwa, Acting Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is the reading of the communication from the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Thank you, sir.
Distinguished colleagues, you listen to the reading of the communication from the Office of the Chief Executive, His Excellency Honorable Joseph M. Bloc, President of the Republic of Liberia. What is your will and pleasure? Honorable Amos Jones.
So we are here in the joint chambers. Everybody is sneezing, coughing because of the spillage of the pepper spray.
Mr. Presiding, Mr. Co-Presiding, police, having listened to the communication from the President of the Republic of Liberia asking for a postponement in the submission of the 2025 budget. I move, if I may obtain a second, that the President communication be received, noted, and placed in our archive for future reference. If I may obtain a second.
Distinguished colleagues, we've all restated that motion from the Right Honorable Avas Jones of Mangibu County. Are you ready to vote? All those in favor of the motion say yeah. Against? Motion is carried.
So there you have
Deputy Chief Clerk, please stay on.
the communication from the President.
A complaint against Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, Speaker, House of Representatives of the 55th National Legislature, Republic of Liberia. We, the undersigned, respectfully submit our profound submit we, the undersigned, respectfully submit our profound compliments to the entire honorable members of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature, and herewith complain Honorable Councillor Jonathan Fonati Kofa, Speaker of the House of Representatives of the 55th National Legislature of the Republic of Liberia, for the necessary and appropriate action of the Honorable Plenary of the House of Representatives. Over the period of his incumbency, we have keenly observed and reached the conclusion that Honorable Councillor Jonathan Fonati Kofa has been involved with a number of issues which, in our view, grossly contravene the standing rules of the House of Representatives and bring him into conflict with the Liberian Constitution, the organic law of the Republic, and statutes. Distinguished colleagues, there is a series of issues upon which we can hold the Honorable Speaker liable. But for the sake of time and necessity, we have chosen to bring to the spotlight major counts as set out below. 1. Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa is significantly conflicted with interest, which is impeding the smooth functions of various committees of the House of Representatives by being the lead consultant and lawyer for several agencies of government, state-owned enterprises, concessions, and other private companies in Liberia, over which the House of Representatives exercises oversight responsibilities. Some of these agencies, state-owned enterprises, and concessions include the Liberia Petroleum Refining Corporation, LPRC, the Liberia Maritime Authority, LMA, the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, NAFA, Liberia Telecommunications Authority, LTA, the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation, NASCO, the Central Bank of Liberia, CBL, the Roberts International Airport, RIA, the National Port Authority, NPA, the National Oil Company of Liberia, NOCA, the City Trust Savings and Loan Bank, the B Mountain Mining Company, BMMC, and Telecommunication International Alliance, amongst others. This conflicted behavior of the Honorable Speaker violates Rule 45.1, Rule 45.2 of the Rules and Procedures of the House of Representatives under the subheading Conflict of Interest, which states, quote, where a member elected or delegated by the House to perform a certain task finds that the case at hand is related to his or her interest or that of a close relative, he or she shall withdraw from handling the case after notifying the House, the Speaker, or the committee on which he or she is a member, unquote. Rule 45.2 reads, quote, no member may be employed or engaged himself or herself in an occupation which is incompatible with the responsibilities vested on him or her, or is in breach of the trust given to him or her, or is damaging to the prestige and dignity of the house, unquote. Evidently, the Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Fonanti Kofa, conflicts his business interests, legal services with his leadership of the Honorable House, which grossly violates Rule 45.1, thus making it incompatible with his position, tarnishing the prestige and reputation of the House, and is detrimental to the common good of the Liberian people. 2, we submit that it is not possible for the Honorable Speaker is incapacitated from performing his functions, duties, and responsibility as the administrative, supervisory, and political leader of the Honorable House of Representatives when he directly, personally, and or indirectly through his law firm advises the companies mentioned in paragraph 1 above, all of which companies are subject to the oversight responsibilities of the Honorable House of Representatives. 3, the Honorable Speaker single-handedly selected Liberia's representatives to the ECOWAS Parliament and lied on oath that he conducted an election on February 7, 2024, without the conduct of an election. The Speaker submitted a list of Liberia's members of the House of Representatives to the 6th legislature of the ECOWAS Parliament to Dr. Sadi Mohammed, the Right Honorable Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament. In the transmitted letter which bears the subject, quote-unquote, election of Liberian representatives to the 6th legislature of the ECOWAS Parliament, the Liberian House of Representatives lied on oath and misled the ECOWAS Parliament, violating provisions of the protocol of the ECOWAS Parliament. Honorable Councillor J. Fonanti Kofa's actions are in total contravention of Section A of Article 18 of the ECOWAS Protocol titled, quote, elections, terms of office, and vacancies, unquote, which states that, quote unquote, states representatives shall be elected by direct universal suffrage by citizens of member states. His actions are also in contravention of Section B of Article 18 of the ECOWAS Protocol, subsection B of ECOWAS of 18 states. The representatives of each member state reflect as much as possible the political configuration in the state. Even more consequential, the Speaker's action violated Rule 40.1 and Rule 40.2 of the House of Representatives, which are under the heading as follows. Rule 40, honesty and transparency. Rule 40.1 states, quote unquote, without prejudice to the provision of this rule, every member shall be honest and transparent at any time. Rule 40.2, which tends to define what honesty and transparency mean, state as follows, quote unquote, no member may introduce false information or unsubstantiated matter pretending that it is true, unquote. The occupant of the office of the Speaker is expected to exhibit a high degree of credibility, integrity, and morality. And in addition, the Honorable Speaker is duty-bound to protect and defend the Constitution and the statutes of Liberia. Pursuant to his oath of office and rule of law. 3, 4. Instead, the Honorable Speaker's action and conduct evidently reveal that he lacks the moral rectitude and behavioral competence to perform the high office of Speaker of the House of Representatives, the third person in the governance of the Republic. Five, the Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, during his tenure as Deputy Speaker of the 55th Legislature, Alamine overspent his budget and was believed to have used his budget land as conveyor for suspicious financial transactions and or for his personal gain or aggrandizement. This is evidenced by the alarming outgoing of US $4,038,687 actual money spent. A whooping US $2,936,159, higher than the amount of US $1,102,528 budgeted for fiscal year 2023 for the office of the Deputy Speaker. Reference page 3 of the fiscal year 2024 draft national budget. This practice amounts to systemic corruption and continues to reflect negatively on the office of the Speaker and subjects this honorable House shoddy practices by putting a credibility tint on the image of the honorable House, which conduct grossly violates Article 5C of the 1986 Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. Quote, take steps by appropriate legislation and execute orders to eliminate sectionalism and tribalism and such abuses of power as the misuse of government resources, nepotism, and all other corrupt practices, unquote. Rule 44.1 of the House's Rules and Procedures, being free from corruption, states, quote unquote, members are expected to fight corruption effectively by being free from corrupt practices and opposing corruption and set example in any anti-corruption struggle. 6. The 7-day sitting of the second quarter of the first section of the Honorable House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia, June 6, 2024, revealed through its agenda that the budget law was unilaterally authored by the Honorable Speaker, Honorable Councillor Kofa, a communication from Honorable Councillor Clarence G. Gard, Representative, Electoral District No. 5, Margibi County. Honorable Speaker, Councillor J. Fonatu Kofa was formerly town manager of Zebulon of North Carolina, USA, and was convicted and was disbarred from the practice of law following charges of investing approximately $500,000 United States dollars. Honorable Speaker, Councillor J. Fonati Kofa was made to restitute some of the money, and the rest was charged to community service. Today, Speaker Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa is still doing community service in the town of Zebulon in North Carolina, which is expected to be conducted by March 2026. Speaker Councillor J. Fonati Kofa is a criminal that has spillover effect on his current position, thus harming the government of Liberia and the public, and as well damaging the prestige and dignity of the Honorable House of Representatives of the Republic of Liberia. In view of the foregoing, we, the Honored Son, respectfully seek the indulgence of the plenary of the Honorable House of Representatives to investigate the Honorable Speaker on these counts and to take the necessary and appropriate actions. Very sincerely yours, Honorable Ellis J. Grant, Representative District Number 1, Riverside County. Honorable Johnson S.N. Williams Sr., Representative District Number 3, River G County. Honorable Anthony F. Williams, Representative District Number 2, Maryland County. Honorable Prince Toss, Representative District Number 8, Montserrat County. Honorable
Deputy Chief Clerk. To our minister, please. Only the minister proper will be entertained to sit up there, and then we see later when the seat arrives. Please take the back seat. Sire, please provide seat for our guests, please. Thank you. Proceed.
Honorable Samuel N. Brown Sr., Representative District Number 1, Niba County. And Honorable Samuel G. Koga, Representative District Number 5, Niba County. Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is a review of a complaint from some of your colleagues. Thank you, sir.
All right, so folks, there you have it. We saw the arrival of some members of the executive.
Communication from some members of the Honorable House of Representatives, completing the Speaker J. Fonatin Kofa with all of the attachments to the complaint. Before restating that motion, distinguished colleagues, are you ready to vote? All those in favor? Your way and pleasure, sorry, distinguished colleague, Honorable Steve Piquan.
Honorable Presiding, having listened to the complaint from our police with the exhibits, if true, constitutes violation of Article 90A of the Constitution, Rule 44 and Rule 45 of the rules and procedures of the House of Representatives, and perhaps other laws of this country on corruption and conflict of interest. For this reason, I move, if I can obtain a second, that a special committee be constituted to investigate this complaint as expeditiously, as reasonably practical, and to cite Speaker Kofa and all persons and agencies of the Liberian government refer to in this complaint to said investigation. That's all. Second.
Distinguished colleague, you listen to the motion made by our colleague, the Right Honorable Steve Keeper of Riverside County. Before restating that motion, colleagues, are you ready to vote? Already, Honorable Abbas Jones.
Mr. Presiding, Co-Presiding Police, the remover, I will be ready to vote considering the complaint that is being filed by some of our police against the Speaker of the House of Representatives. I will be ready to vote when your motion to carry and the Speaker be ready to recuse himself from his seat to submit to investigation.
For my brother, for my new county, I accept. Already.
Mr. Presiding, Mr. Speaker, Co-Presiding, distinguished colleague, I will be ready to vote if the movement will accept that the amendment be made to the effect that the Deputy Speaker, current Speaker, having served as Deputy Speaker in 2022, was allotted 1.5 million and change, and he overspent his budget to 5.6 million. And said investigation will be part of the already read out investigation. If you so accept.
No time to waste, my brother. I accept.
Hey, People's Tree.
Thank you, Honorable President. To the movement, I'll be ready to vote for a motion to consider other aspects of complaint that were filed by Honorable Johnson based on the Speaker's appearance on the Spoon Show, which he mentioned a room at the Boulevard Hotel. He mentioned that the House was trying to establish diplomatic relationship with Guinea and others. I'll be ready to vote.
I accept.
All right, so folks, there you have it. Members of the legislature, the House of Representatives, are
Honorable
debating
Presiding, Honorable Deputies Presiding,
motion to
distinguished
accept
colleagues to the
complaint
movement. I will
filed
be ready to vote.
against
If
Speaker
you could
Councillor
kindly
Chief.
accept this simple amendment that the complaint herewith submitted today, the plenary, the Chief Clerk be instructed to share same with the Speaker addressing the position. If you can kindly accept this simple amendment.
I accept.
The Speaker's colleagues will take at least 2 amendments and close this chapter. Honorable Johnson Williams, Anthony Williams, and then we'll take Honorable Kola, and then we'll take decision. I wish to wait.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Presiding, co-presiding, I will be ready to vote if the movement can accept this simple amendment that the investigative committee be given a time frame that will be able to work in the scope of that time. So expedite this identical investigation. If we can agree with 1 month, I will say, okay, 2 weeks.
Now you have 1 week
1 week.
to the movement. You said 1 week.
Let me say the motion. I've been listening to
Your amendment to his motion.
Yeah, I've been listening to the cross-section from colleagues. I move. I will be ready to vote to the movement if you can accept this simple amendment that the investigative committee be given 1 week to do their investigation and report to the plenary. One week.
1 week.
Today.
So today is Tuesday. That's Tuesday.
That's Tuesday.
Honorable Tiba, you accept?
I accept.
Thank you. Honorable Kola, please state your readiness.
Honorable Thomas P. Fala, District Number 1, Lofa County, and joint of the House of Representatives, and joint of the National Legislature, and Honorable Presiding Officer, co-presiding distinguished colleagues from Bon County, District Number 2, Jokole, I will be ready to vote if my distinguished colleague from Riverside County can accept this amendment. Because the Speaker, it is under investigation. The deputy, whom is not under investigation and whom is not conflicted in this complaint, be made to act in or assume the capacity of the Speaker that he worked along with all relevant agencies, governmental institutions, or the branches of government, our multinational corporations, or our foreign partners, to ensure that the proper functioning of the House it is required. And also, the chief clerk be made to write all relevant agencies or SOEs, state-owned enterprises of government, mention
in the complaint to give the relevant information that would aid this investigation. In such amendment, choose opinion in this amendment can be accepted by my distinguished, great honorable gentlemen of Riverside County. With all the praises, I accept.
Distinguished colleagues, you listen to all of the amendments to the motion. Before restating, colleagues, are you ready to vote? All those in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand.
Unanimous.
Against? Against? Abstentions?
Honorable Co-Presiding, unanimous votes.
Thank you, distinguished colleagues, with the votes being unanimous.
So there you have it. Complaint, official complaint being filed against Speaker Kofa.
We now seize this movement to set up, announce the APA committee that will begin to do her work immediately. Before further ado, we need the committee chairperson of judiciary, Honorable Michael Thomas will chair this committee. Honorable Mary Johnson will co-chair this committee. Honorable Ernest Marcier, member. Honorable Philip Benz, member. Honorable Austin Taylor, member. Honorable Mama Bishop, member. Honorable Sir P. Jarrett, member. Distinguished ladies, we hope that you will do your work in keeping with the motion expeditiously and be able to report on the next Tuesday. Clarence Dent, sorry. Clarence Dent, I'm sorry. So, Chief Clerk, please take note of the name of the Special House Committee that will effect this investigation.
So there you have it. Special Committee set up the investigation.